But first off, we'll start with Manchester City versus Leicester, which City lost 4-2 in a game where they conceded 2 goals in the first 5 minutes. And
off the wagon.
And honestly, it was probably Pep Guardiola's worst ever performance as a manager of any team around the world.
Jeez, you put it all on Pep.
Well, I'll tell you why I put it all on Pep. Let's just talk about City's formation in the game. So City played with a 3-2-4-1. I don't think anyone's ever used the 3-2-4-1 before.
No, I don't think. Yeah, I've never heard of anyone using that.
Now, the City have injuries, plus they got a few players suspended. So when you have that, you would make your team, build your formation around the players that you have available. Unfortunately, Pep Guardiola didn't do that this week. And as you'll see with the graph, it's not a graph, what is it?
The graphic that's on the screen.
As you'll see with the graphic on the screen in our YouTube video on the sportdot YouTube channel and also on our Facebook channels.
Shameless plug, keep going.
You will see that a 3-2-4-1 turns into a 2-5-3-0.
It looks like he was taking something and he's going, stuff it, let's just tuck a play here. There you go, there, yep.
Honestly, they started off with Sagna, John Stones and Kolarov as the 3 centre-backs. 2 of those players, Sagna and Kolarov, are full-backs. So they're too short to play centre-back, and they're forced to stay in a position that they're not aware of, while John Stones is unreliable at the best of times. And then, as you can see in the graph, Stones and Sagna stay back in a defensive 2, while Kolarov somehow moves on to the left wing.
Kolarov.
Someone should tell him to get back into his spot. And then in the 2 in midfield, they played Zambaleta, a right back, who's always been a right back. They played him in central midfield with Fernando, while Gundogan, Silva, De Bruyne and Navas played in the 4 behind the striker, which was Iheanacho. Now, Gundogan's a midfielder. Why is Gundogan not playing where Zambaleta is?
I can't tell you, mate. I actually can't. I don't know what's going through Pip's head. He's lost the plot.
And then Iheanacho, as a striker, he's playing central midfield. He moves back into a central midfield spot.
All that money.
And then
for Pep, and he does crap like this.
The last thing is De Bruyne. At the start of the season, we said De Bruyne could be the best player in the EPL this season. Now he's the best player, best attacking player, and he's playing left wing back.
It looks like he just tried to lose that game. Really, doesn't it?
Honestly,
it looks like he tanks that game.
I think he became. I don't know what happened there. I can't even explain it. It's
Went
like
into mad scientist mode or something.
It's like he thinks he's smarter than he is. He's smart, but he thinks this.
He tries to revolutionize. He went too far.
He went way too far with it. Like when you play 3 at the back and you have wing backs, you put play at wing backs. The wing backs aren't your best players, are they? Like look at Chelsea. Victor Moses is playing wing back, but Victor Moses plays that role properly because he knows he can't get into the team if he's playing in his preferred position at right mid.
Yeah.
De Bruyne knows he's one of the best players in the team, so he can get into that team playing his preferred position as a cam. But you put him at left wing back, he doesn't have to prove a point. He doesn't have to track back and work hard for the team because he knows he's the best player in the team.
And they spent a little bit of money on him too.
Yeah, well,
to play him there, and you're playing him out of position.
That's right. But even though they did spend a lot of money in the last few years, they do have a lot of holes to fill in their squad. Like as we have seen, Aguero, when he's out, they've got Iheanacho, but that's about it. They don't have any other strikers on their list. Their defensive duo or the defenders are the ones that they do have are injury prone in Otamendi and Company. And that just leaves John Stones there playing with Sagna and Kolarov, players that are fullbacks.
Yeah, I think they've gone out. They haven't really had a plan in their transfer bids. It's sort of like, you're a good player, we'll get you.
Yeah.
They haven't really thought their buys through much at all.
And it's really uncharacteristic of Pep Guardiola. This was the first time in Guardiola's career these side have conceded 3 goals in 2 straight games. And it's just proving that the Premier League is harder than any other league in the world. And he has had he has had an easy coaching Barcelona and Bayern Munich.
Yeah, that just tells you right there. It's not, everyone keeps discounting the Prem as being, it's a good league, but it's not as good as the German and the Spanish league. But look at one of the best coaches in both of those leagues have come over here, and he can't seem to replicate the same success at the moment.
Yeah, exactly right.
So what does that tell you?
That's right. And well, when he did play for Barcelona, Guardiola, he was coached by Louis van Gaal, the villain, as United supporters would like to say. And it seems that, Van Gaal at United seemed to try and outsmart himself with some of the formations and styles of play that he played, like playing Angel Di Maria in central midfield. And it's looking like Guardiola's trying to do the same thing, just trying to outsmart himself. And in the end, they lose 4-2. They were down 4-0, and then they scored 2 late goals.
To a Leicester side that, even though they won the title last year, are looking to pretty poor at the moment.
Well, they lost 5-0 to Porto in the Champions League a couple of days ago.
So, not good for City. It's good to watch from my point of view, but for them, not that good.
And when January does arrive in less than a month's time, do you think they will be looking to strengthen their defence or their attack?
No, in City, they'll probably go out and look to buy attackers. I just know their mindset is just buy attackers at the time.
Yeah, but
they need defenders more than they do attackers.
They won't buy a striker. They'll buy either a left or right winger, or maybe even a cam. But they
don't need another winger.
They need another striker, and they do need another centre back, a world class centre back, because Otamendi has shown when he has played he's been poor. John Stones is
not up there.
John Stones could be a very good player, but for some reason he likes to pass. He likes to take one too many passes and cost teams goals.
And as for company, well, he's injury prone.
Yeah. He hasn't played a lot in the last few years, that's certainly true.